For Fnatic, and Bren was right, it's been maybe a little more human.
Yeah, sure. And they lost their first map on Icebox with this comp, this tournament, in groups against Furia. So a lot more touch and go.
Buzz playing far up, he swings right past the drone. And I thought for sure he was going to look for something a little bit more dangerous. And nothing is found. Mistic putting the wall up, getting the spike down. So far, relatively smooth sailing. Oh, Zest maybe in some trouble here, though. He spots way too many heads. Derke has to rendezvous to get away, and somehow Ballatw, no one's died.
Alfajer has 2 mollies here. He's already set up for lineup, so is Boaster, and everybody on Fnatic is protecting them right now. So can they actually get them down? Is there any blockage that's going to happen? No, it looks like DRX wants to wait them out.
To provide contact, Derke already getting the first kill. And you're right, Paul, I think all of this utility is going to take so much time to get through. It's going to be so difficult. MaKo's on it, and he takes all of the damage. Derke gets 3 on the round. It's just stax that remains. From up top, from down low, it's a flawless for Fnatic. They've invested heavy into the hands of Alfajer as well.
The 2 players who got kills in that round. And they're just going to group and take the B lane.
MaKo's the only one who was initially here. He has to back up. Stax is going to join, and you see the rotation out from DRX. They've already made their way past the halfway point of the map. They're all headed to B.
The only utility here that I'm worried about from DRX is the shock volley combo, potentially.
Sure.
It's not going to be a factor with the wall up.
Yeah, the window for that is gone. At least on the plant. And do they have setups again? Boaster? No mollies. Alpha has them set up already, and I mean, when Mistic's just going to spam through things like that and get a couple kills. That's smooth sailing.
I noticed as well, Enzo, who had the ghost this round, the only player with just a pistol. They were, I mean, there was a field in Korea that wasn't really playing Icebox. And in the cases that they were, DRX was sometimes going to target Bandit. But primarily it's been Bind that's been their perma. So when you have both Fnatic strong maps as the ones you're trying to avoid, that's not a disaster. Obviously the map veto, not entirely Fnatic favorite, but this map specifically
it's not ideal.
I do remember though, DRX is a team that leaves these maps unplayed for quite long periods of time.
Sure. And
then comes out with something special. But most of the time it doesn't work. I think back to when the 5th to 6th place curse started. Well, back then it was 5th to 8th against Gambit at Masters Berlin. It was Bind.
Yeah.
Where they subbed in Lockett. This one, obviously not going to be the case. Let's see how this goes.
Mistic has spent a lot of time waiting around. Finally gets that orb. Now 1 step away from having the res online while the rest of Fnatic close by. No real mid presence. They've got the alarm bot pretty far up to make sure there's no flank. Oh, Derke just rendezvoused back towards mid. Keep an eye on that on your minimap.
Top too.
He very well.
Yeah, he's on top too.
And he gets a kill. He's rewarded for it.
Gorgeous TP Derke with the ingenuity right here. Plant is going to go down eventually. There was very limited time, but with the Derke flank, you just can't get that off.
Derke still able to control rotations across mid-map. Have something to work with across kitchen too. And you've got a deep sage wall you're going to have to get through. Derke just continues to cause problems from up top.
How are they not considering him?
I don't know. He's already gotten 3 on the round. Surely you know he's there, but it doesn't seem to matter. A second Prime Gaming flawless through for Fnatic. Continuing to play well. We've highlighted him a lot this tournament, and well, for good reason. But he doesn't seem to show any signs of slowing down, at least not yet. DRX back on pistols. A couple of sheriffs and a classic in the hands of Buzz.
It's a 3-man lineup here for DRX with the sheriffs up close.
Buzz just activated his dash too. Yeah, pops out, gets a kill on the Alfajer, but the res out from Mistic brings him right back.
I mean, that was a ridiculous peek from Buzz though, getting a classic 1-click.
The thing is, he's been playing that spot almost every round too.
And when you're Jet, you have a lot of options, but that's the most preferred.
Yeah.
Derke taking the rope.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep going.
And while it might have started out as a 4v5, obviously right now they've completely shifted on this anti-eco to maintain the advantage.
Seems like Fnatic, they're playing at such a slow and methodical pace, and it is At least for now. I know it's early, but it feels like it's way too much for DRX to handle right now.
I'm also
it's not
wondering.
aggression. It's not like in your face. It's just like slowly dismantling you.
I also wonder, though, DRX is making an actual stylistic choice to put that wall as it is instead of making it go over top of 410. This Derke just abused the ever-living crap out of that.
Yeah.
Just walking top 410. And there was differences here. DRX didn't make it to out of groups at last champion, so you actually saw that be important to stax, be important to the rest of the team as well, to be able to play in front of a crowd.
Note a couple of very quick adaptations as far as DRX's defensive setup. You have Buzz with the operator who's now peeking down long, not playing up on that aggressive angle that he has been at A previously.
Yeah. Funny thing about this is 4 rounds in and the power ults on Fnatic haven't really come online yet. Alfajer, usually at this point, him, Boaster, those guys are the guys who you would hope to have those ults, because when they start getting cascading round after round, this comp gets so dangerous, and we might be entering that point in the following rounds.
Yeah, we're certainly close to it. Another slow round out from Fnatic. This pace has been productive for Fnatic, to say the very least.
Well, last time they brought it down the clock, they needed a flank from Derke to have value. Otherwise, they could have easily, DRX could have easily denied that plan. And we're down to the same period, and the spike is nowhere near a sight right now. Looking like they want a mid-split with Mistic's wall late. Stax is going to have to respond.
They have the... Oh, did they just smoke it off? They did. They just tried smoking it off. They're going to slip the net. They're going to get past through it all, but there's still some presence across the middle of the map. Now Buzz activating his dash, still holding the angle with the op. Derke up top. He just gets decapitated by RB. What a shot.
Mistic doesn't want to commit. Past mid, they're giving up on this round.
It took too long.
And that is shocking. After the first shot from Stax, it looked like maybe a slow landed or something like that, because they just did not want to go under 2. There's a moment where Stax reads the game. And it comes to him perfectly.
And about time to, again, on the other side of the timeout. They were able to figure out what was going on here. Yeah, you see the play under. They tried smoking off the alarm bot that was mid, and then find some space to work with.
The alarm bot went off, by the way. That's why he was vulnerable. So easily able to be picked off by Stax in that position that there's a lot to clear when you're running out under 2. Derke is going to pop his tour de force, and we're going to hit towards A, try to deny this orb as always. You see Zest is continuously looking to find when they're going to release the pressure, but it's not happening.
Well, you see the dart there from DRX, tag 2 members of Fnatic. Buzz still holding that aggressive angle with the op down belong.
Everybody on Fnatic positioned the same way that they were when Derke got those kills over top of 410. And it looks like it's the same wall thrown out.
This time it's with the tour de force. You're absolutely right, though. Delay, delay, delay. Clear out as much of the site as you can before committing. Oh, Boaster. Oh, the wall. Dancing around his head. No sight given. Zest did a considerable amount of damage on a Derke there. He has to rendezvous to get away.
There's a slow Animala on each sides here of Maze.
Wall up. Zest still here. Well, he was. He wasn't around for long. Boaster finding the opening. MaKo with the shock dart in his lap. The spike goes down. Derke finds value with the tour de force. MaKo still around. But my goodness. Fnatic are patient. They're methodical. And when they strike hard.
And the delay there from DRX was good. But that's not what's actually going to win you these rounds. Fnatic will have the staying power to continuously fight. The amount of utility that they have from Alfajer, from Boaster, yes, they'll have to commit it during the execute if you're trying to delay them. But the response is just to wait it out on your side. Wait out the fuel, wait out the molly. Everything's super solid there. And also note the unconventional plant spot here from Fnatic. Given they wall from the left side, they don't want to clear the back right instantaneously. They want Derke to hold that and bait people into peeking. Have the Hunter's Fury. Those are really good retake ults.
And Buzz is repositioned. He's back to where he was, this time with the op, and he finds the kill onto Alfajer.
One of the adjustments that Fnatic has made coming into this tournament on this map has been to commit their wall consistently towards B, which is not always something that you're doing in this comp. We're trying to get players like Alpha out on towards that A side, and drop the wall so you can clear close. Not doing that nets that result.
RB got tired of dancing around.
I mean, how did he find that timing?
It's outrageous, really. Now, mind you, Timmy's there to cover up. Molly, there it is, and that hurts. That Molly did not go where it intended to go.
Toxins going up.
Those are threatening, though. Look how the DRX players have responded. They're trying to clear mid, making sure nobody's down in orange.
I mean, 4 of them are starting to apply pressure here.
The good thing was that the orb was up. The one-way was up.
Aggressive out from Boaster, man. Feeling pressure from top tube. He just throws caution to the wind, decides to go aggressive, tries to take the fight. Meanwhile, the rest of his team is taking B. Even if Boaster dies here, they've gotten so much space.
But 3 versus 5 with the lockdown available here for DRX. Very difficult to play through. There's nothing to counter it.
They're gonna have to hold their ground, you're right. I mean, they have 1 shock dart out from Enzo.
Derke again, the TP, same thing. No way.
Oh my goodness.
The lockdown is safe though.
Yeah. But he's still playing on the other side of it, and Derke takes the fight again. Fnatic have to give the space up.
Mystic's
Where's
not
Enzo?
away.
Does he have a shock dart set up? 1 gets hit. Enzo on the swing. The dart has spotted him, and MaKo's, yeah, there's really no way in. MaKo's gonna hold it the whole way. Derke made him earn that one though.
Worrying about Zest's Hunter's Fury here. A lot of time you don't have that resistance in this day and age on all the Icebox comps, so how to consider.
Again, I like this out from DRX. A little pressure towards A. You have concealed that the operator is here, right? It's normally Buzz who's taking the aggressive peek early on, but there was utility that was cleared. There was an exchange of bullets, and the Alfajer was never heard. So they don't know where the op is at this point.
Obviously, the tendency has been towards A. I will also say Derke has concealed his a little bit too. Last round, he bought a Vandal when he had plenty of money available to buy an op. And the approach back towards B. You haven't seen the preemptive mollies here that RB has always been putting down. He's been using it this round towards A and towards B. I think considering the fact that the lockdown is up, they expected it just to go towards A.
First 2 pieces of utility there, now 3 that have been used outside of the norm. Now the wall's up. They should get the spike down. Derke holding a deep angle with the op. And they've gotten this far. Again, it's going to be a bloody 5v5 to retake for the site for the spike.
Oh my goodness, Zest is in such a good lane.
He's so far.
For this ult. You can get value, plus there's the stash!
Oh, and he gets a kill onto Derke from up top. The lockdown destroyed, as you mentioned.
More damage too. Here's the mollies. There's still a little bit of post plant.
RB playing around the utility, and Mistic jumps right out of it and takes the fight to him. The panel's been cleared out, and what a hold, what a retake from DRX.
And where did Buzz come from in those final moments? Just swinging around yellow.
From the heavens, man.
Night and day difference from DRX since that timeout.
Look at that one more time.
It's the double up trap on top of the hut and the back is... And it's beautiful because it's in the middle of the lockdown, it's in the middle of the Hunter's Fury. There's a lot of distraction and Terry just floats his way past yellow.
So clean.
And
shell game, is that what it's called?
Squid Game?
It's a shell game, essentially, of the operator. They've done such a good job of concealing it up until now. And look at Fnatic. Look at how far up they've just pushed mid. Alfajer's going to be late going into A, but they're trying to get around the Viper spin, and look at that deep wall. Look at that deep wall out from MaKo. They've got him pinched in. But can Fnatic punch out? Can they fight back?
So difficult to get through, but Zest is the only one looking past the wall.
Alfajer just on the outside of the pit. The spike so far up.
The spread's still great here from Fnatic, though. They've actually maintained the space and spawn.
Derke up top.
Mystic's through as well.
Stax knows. Now they have to pivot. Mystic's in such a tough spot here.
I mean, Enzo can still cover him. Alfajer's still here. I mean, they've literally got DRX pinched in on this A side. He's just tapping the spike, trying to get MaKo to leave.
RB's res back up, numbers back their way. Enzo's got to go big here. He's got to be able to relieve some of this pressure mid.
He's also given up support on his teammates at A.
MaKo creeping forward. What is this round, man? They're up so far. Enzo, the timing has to be immaculate here. He has 54 HP. He has no armor.
Waiting for his teammates' contact. Here's Alpha.
Swinging around, there he is. Enzo on the swing. Enzo with the kill for RB. What a play out from Fnatic. And MaKo swing it back.
He's got the spike on his side here, and it's not planted for the Fnatic members.
Enzo has one shock dart, and there it is. You see it soaring across your screen. Alfajer on the swing. The defuse will be no more. Fnatic get to 6.
On defense.
Moments like this in elimination matches, deep in tournament runs, they bring out the best in players. They bring out the best in teams. Nothing to heal, nothing to conceal either. Kill going back and forth. Alfajer and Buzz both down.
This time we got Boaster's Viper's Pit up. So they're going to try to bully their way on the sites and just plop that down. Give themselves huge chances here. The drone's just been used too.
Surely that spotted Derke, right? Yeah, the spam through, he has to give it up.
Not committing. This wall, enough done.
Now Boaster has his pit. They can go if they choose to.
Needs to get in position to do that. Zest could easily counter him if he tries to walk up, so you need a pick first.
Derke just has to be the first one to go, surely.
Mistic still has his wall. He's going to try to use that left side wall right now, and he does. And this could be it for Boaster.
Derke finding a big kill from up top and stax on the trade. Mistic still
down.
RB has gotten 2!
Spike down.
Huge!
Enzo's so far away too, he was already set up for post plants. He was already set up for lineups with the shock darts. And now the safety valve has become the main one. Spike picked up and instantly put right back down as he goes aggressive, no longer interested in playing for shock darts, no longer making the high percentage play. He wants to take the fight, he wants to go aggressive.
Using the wall.
And surely you don't expect him here, but he gets antsy. Moving around, he spotted one.
He's spammable now.
He's got to drop down. Yeah, he's got to get away. Oh. Still surrounded, and RB gets a third on the round and the defuse.
It is a massive round from RB. Finding the space. Did he get on top of that wall? Is that how he challenged the planter eventually? You saw Boaster was thinking about it. He was completely caught off guard while that spike was being planted. Great run at this tail end of the first half. Fnatic at this point hoping to be a little higher in the round count, especially given the 4-0 start that they had.
The timeout really turned the tides in a massive way. Alfajer initially going on an exploratory mission towards A. A solo one at that, while the rest of the team makes their way down B long. Operator in the hands of Buzz as he's towards A. And if he can just get the op to fire, there's so much information gained. But they're actually rotating back.
Right into the hands of Buzz, but same thing's going on the other side. It's just Buzz now left here, and Derke is definitely keeping them in this vicinity.
And a note here, Buzz still has his dash too. Feels a little bit of pressure. He can make a play and then get out. He's not stuck here.
But giving up the site is massive. So this setup is not going to favor here DRX because they're going to get that ult down. So good thing that the drone is coming in, calling Zest back over in this case.
30 seconds left.
There's Buzz, dash use. Player spotted. I think he took his hand
Mystic's
off.
going to bring him back up though, so it's not the biggest of deals.
No, you got to be careful here. If RB if he gets here in time, decides to use the lockdown, Enzo has the Hunter's Fury to counter. And the Viper's Pit. Boaster concealing everything. They try to spam through the wall, and there's the lockdown that we were just mentioning. The Hunter's Fury is the counter.
Oh my goodness.
Clear as day. Stax has gotten 2 on the round. Enzo trying to find anything else with 3 seconds left. The Spike's not going to have enough time.
Unbelievable.
What is this resurgence from DRX?
So far away from what they were doing at the beginning of the half. Remember how slow they were waiting out the utility.
Yeah.
Waiting out even the post plans. Shifting gears. And bringing it up to 5th.
We really haven't seen much fast out of Fnatic either.
You can't play fast with this comp.
Yeah. Again, they're having to dance around the utility. Derke almost hits a filthy shot.
Spike down A.
But it goes just a bit wide. He's still around though. MaKo backside, trying to spam through. Guess where Derke might be. His Boaster goes up top, scoops the spike up. This should be the second attempt at which they try to get it down. First one went sideways. Boaster manages to get it down. 3v3 here. for the site. Remember, Derke has the Tour de Force, but he also has a Vandal in his hand. Who's the first to go? And where's the entrance? Where's the opening? Where's the crack to slip your way in? Derke still holding with the Tour de Force. The wall goes down. Buzz does too. A massive kill as Boaster swings around, finds a second on his stax, and MaKo will not survive.
7-5 at the... You saw the one where he almost pounded his desk. That was a flank that he usually should be able to get off.
And it really should have, if I remember correctly. I think he had a Vandal going into a Bulldog either way.
Nice peek past the drone as it takes contact on the other players from Derke, but there's nobody there.
I thought for sure that the drone had spotted Derke, but somehow continues to get away with situations that he probably shouldn't be able to.
Good positioned here. 2 more to find. Oh my goodness, Derke.
Derke's just lighting it up somehow! Poor Mistic was the sacrificial lamb for Derke to get another!
It's not fully committed to the FPX buy. As every person is bought up, Boaster with a Marshall holding the long angle at B. And I love this reactive. Oh, that one's a little interesting for Mistic, but usually putting it down reactively against the pistol is so good. And actually, this is low-key fire. You saw it.
Yeah.
This is a double segment over towards the right side here of Maze.
You're going to have to clear out, and he can tuck in this ratty little corner. You've got someone covering above it in Enzo right there. You see on your screen. The high ground covered.
Can you get through on the right, though? That's what I was originally hesitating on. I don't think so.
Doesn't sound like it.
Mistic. Never doubt him.
Buzz finally gets through 2 panels, but it's other 2.
And there's a gap for him on the left.
Yeah.
Oh,
and there it is.
Beautiful.
He's rewarded for it. Derke from up top finds another. Stax, though, getting one with the classic, and Enzo's just, he's just picking up the shreds. Another clean round out from Fnatic. And this is how the first half started. Remember, it was a 4-0 lead. DRX swung back.
Yeah, can do so much. I also have to say, with the conversation about Alfajer at the beginning of this half that we had for his first half performance, this is where he could really be more towards his role, right? More of a sentinel, more playing with the utility that he has, whereas first half he's trying to do a lot more. Same setup that they go for on the pistol. Trying to bait false information against the drone.
And given the fact that the DRX have been caught with similar antics before, I mean, sure, go for it again. Why not? This time it's actually DRX. You're choosing to make a slow run at this round.
I was thinking that alarm bot put so deep on A. It's going to swing them back over towards B, but instead they come over. And they're going to face where they already know Derke is. They already know Mistic is. Both the top fraggers of Fnatic at this point in the game. And I mean, come on, man.
Bro, the tech.
Still so much time on that wall, too. I think they've noticed it at this point, though. Let's see.
Have they? He's patient. No, they haven't noticed. Oh, my gosh. He dashes away to safety. The slower dropped as he takes a step back.
The speed.
They're just playing just on the other side of the wall. Buzz goes up top. He gets impatient. He tries to go fast. And Fnatic gladly welcome what DRX throw their way. Another bonus round for the home crowd.
Wow, DRX, I mean, that's not a normal alarm bot that you put down. That's one that you use for audibles called against, or that Fnatic calls. And they got a shark lineup for it.
And you see, once again, off of that shock dart, Boaster has to play mid.
Yeah. I mean, he's considering the fact, oh, they know a lineup for this? They're probably going to try to...
Now remember here, Buzz has a stinger. Got to keep that in mind here, but he's already taken so much damage. And again, this wall is just so pesky, man! But they get their way through it, they pick apart at it, and finally manage to get this fight down, but they're already dropping members.
That was actually their own wall. Stax misplaced it for the plant. So they had to break through it.
Pivotal mistake. Buzz again standing close by. Oh, the swing out from Derke once again off of the drone. The timing's just so good. And once again, it feels like DRX are going to walk out of this round with nothing more than a whimper. 11-5 in favor of Fnatic.
Now all they need is 2 more. And we've been talking about the ult cascade. It's not usually as big of a factor on this defensive side.
But this time it's not there.
Not sure if that's the same lineup he used last time.
I think it was, and you see
Either
the
way, he moved it,
repositioning of it. Yeah, it's just a bit further to the east.
Mistic and Derke double setup here. Derke's going to take contact TP out. They have nothing to nullify him with this composition.
And really no reason to think someone else would stay.
Also, look, Mistic has his classic out. Scared of the barrel poking out, but eventually swaps anyways. They're just not moving after dashing up top. Here's the drone.
He's cleared out. Again, this is the trap that was laid. And
it's too easy.
It's too freaking easy. You're absolutely right. A very good trade there as DRX find another, try to open their way into the site, and perhaps they have. Alfajer and Enzo are here. They've got mollies, and they have the Hunter Siri, should they choose to invest it. You see Enzo already playing further back, waiting for it, and there it is. Nothing tagged there. And it's just delayed. Does Alpha go aggressive here? Does he go really aggressive off of that, or does he wait? Patience
This won't
from the youngster as Nanoswarm looks to hit him in the face, but the dart is so good!
And they don't spam the right spot!
Player standing.
It's all falling on Enzo, though, in this 1v2. Again, no Hunter's Fury. He does have a couple of shock darts, though. That one's a bit shallow. MaKo on the swing, gets the trade. Right? It's a 4-0.
Exactly like the first half.
Yep. Issue does have a tendency to repeat itself, but we'll see if this book is rewritten.
Revealing area.
Derke has the tour de force. A couple of members on the side of Fnatic very close to having their ults online as well.
They've swapped everybody back over towards the A side, but look at the flank going on.
Yeah, they're so far into A that they can rotate back to B, knowing that there's no threat on the other side.
Stax is planting in a spot where he's completely exposed. By the way, to mid right there.
The Viper's Pit to provide cover, and Fnatic not going for the fast retake because of the flank. And look at this wall. Oh, but Stax getting dangerous, getting curious, swings out, tries to find value. But no, it's Enzo who does. The thing is, RB is still around. The drone's gonna find, or the dart, excuse me, is gonna find him too. The element of surprise gone. There's a fight happening on both sides. It's just so tense right now. RB falls, Zest on the trade. Spike is still ticking, the Viper's Pit's still around, and Derke is gonna have to do it himself. And there's just no real way. There's just not enough time.
Can get away with the gun, it'll be a success.
His own slow, his demise, oh baby. Cutting it close.
The 4-0 basically in a row. But it's still now only 4 rounds of DRX's own. This has been cut down quite significantly already.
And DRX are in a position to really capitalize on this and perhaps make it even more. They have 4 ultimates to work with here, Ballatw. Decent money situation too.
Wondering, this Killjoy ult's going to be the easiest one to use to get onto the site. But again, Alfajer's molly spread so well. Easily can delay, and if Boaster can get a molly off before he has to leave, won't do anything. DRX is going to opt to just play the post plan instead with that lockdown, and that might be a round wrapped up.
Boaster's taking a good bit of damage. He doesn't have his Viper's Pit. RB, you see him. He's threatening, holding that lockdown, ready to go. Primed in position to secure the round for DRX, and there you go.
Both used at the same time.
What do Fnatic do? There's the Hunter's Fury, the one great equalizer in this situation. But perhaps Derke can find more. Boaster still playing back yellow as Fnatic just dismantled DRX once again.
Locked. They're getting locked. Oh my goodness, there's 2 players here. 2
No
still
way.
alive though.
Oh, Zest!
Oh
He
my
only
goodness.
has 1. Oh, that could have been so bad.
What a split-second decision from Fnatic. Send 2 in, send 2 out. We might finally actually have this battle going on. Bait setup again. Mistic gonna stay up top this time.
This time he's playing a bit further up, and he's actually just there to clear out the drone.
Remember, every other time that drone has come through in this direction while Derke has been here, it's been somebody else taking contact. So DRX should know something's up right off the bat here.
Buzz has the blades. He's on the opposite side. And you wonder who it is on the side of DRX that can try to neutralize this reign of terror out from Derke.
TP mate just made noise and RB trying to clear, making sure.
It's the same cheeky little setup that they had down B long. Derke gets out, Mistic is still there.
And also, if you're wondering, Derke's shooting the ground there. He's looking for the alarm bot that he heard RB put down. Boaster now pops his ult. That means B almost certainly is closed in the decision-making tree of stax right now. And this is a do-or-die round for map number 1.
And look at Fnatic's setup already. You've got the nanostorms that have just landed, the Sage wall, but DRX have to break their way through. They don't have a ton of time to pivot off of this. You've got MaKo who's going to be on the flank, but there's an alarm bot that's keeping him back. Meanwhile, the star for DRX has already fallen. Buzz no longer around RB2. MaKo's timing does not align! And Derke looking to clean it up himself, not able to do it. It's actually Alfajer who puts DRX away and gives Fnatic a 1-0 lead.